Hi everyone, welcome back. This week, ouch, my jaw. I need like a gua sha. I did go to Short and Sweet a few weeks ago. A little bit sporting a grout fit. I'm freezing, okay? I don't know why in Florida now it's freezing. My watch is on bedtime mode because it is bedtime. So I'm like nice little like feet up. We're gonna be reading AITA Thanksgiving edition. Because next week we're going to be dealing with a lot of... I don't want to say a lot of because I don't think I am. But I feel like it's just like the stereotypical. Everyone's like, oh, family time. I don't mind it. I'm not a full family time hater. Okay, so the first one is, am I the for refusing to host Thanksgiving after being stuck with it for the past 5 years? Let's see what the tea is. Because I feel like I would enjoy hosting. I don't know. But I'm not the best cook. We know that. I am a 38-year-old male and I've been hosting Thanksgiving for my family every year since I bought my house 5 years ago. This includes my parents, siblings, their spouses, kids, and occasionally extended family. In total, it's about 20 people. I don't mind cooking, but the problem is no one ever helps. I do all the grocery shopping, meal prep, cooking, and the massive cleanup afterward. I personally have never hosted. My family is so big on Thanksgiving. Like, if I really did extended family, that would be ginormous. I'm trying to think, how did they used to do it? I think just the parents would host it. I think that's just sort of in my mind. I always thought that's what it was, like the parents always host, but also that's because whenever I was growing up, my brothers weren't like old enough to really have like their own host. In my mind, it's just like, well, I don't want one of the parents, why don't one of the adults host it, you know? I don't know, but that's just because what I'm used to when I grew up. Adults, like these are also adults, but like in my mind it's like, well, you're still a kid. Like I know you're a 30-year-old male, but you're also still a kid. Last year I asked for help, but everyone either ignored me or gave me some lame excuse like I'm not good in the kitchen or I don't know how to cook. You can still help. I feel like I would be like, yeah, I'll give you as much help as you can get from me. Meanwhile, they're sitting around while I'm running around the kitchen all day. After the meal, same thing. They sit around chatting and drinking while I'm the only one cleaning up. Maybe don't clean up right away. That's like mean to say, but like I don't know. I feel like sometimes my mom starts cleaning up right away and I'm like, relax a little bit, enjoy the vibes, and then I start helping her. I haven't started helping her until recently though, I'm not gonna lie. By recently I mean like a few years ago, okay? But I'm just saying when I was in like high school I was a little bit like, this year I said enough is enough. I told them that I'm not hosting Thanksgiving. I suggested someone else step up or we could split the cost of catering. Cue the drama. My siblings flipped out, complaining about how it's tradition for me to host. My mom called me selfish and my aunt said I was ruining Thanksgiving for the kids because they love coming to my house. Now they're all upset with me, calling me lazy and saying I'm ruining the holiday. Honestly, I'm tired of being treated like their personal chef and cleanup crew every year. Now I feel guilty for putting my foot down. So, am I for refusing to host Thanksgiving this year? I don't think you're the but I just don't see why you're that mad about it. I feel like I kind of agree with tradition. Like, why don't you just like keep hosting it? I feel like I would love to be the person that like holds the tradition of doing something in the family or in a family. I don't know. So I feel like just I would keep doing it. I don't get why people get so mad about cleanup. I don't know, it's just dishes. Like it's just rinsing stuff. I don't know. I mean, like Thanksgiving is a lot of dishes because of turkey and whatnot. Yeah, could you help me do dishes? Maybe like don't ask help for cooking. Would be like, can someone just do the dishes? I feel like if someone threatened like I'm not gonna host Thanksgiving anymore because no one's gonna do the dishes, someone has to step up. If someone doesn't step up, that's so ridiculous. Like, then someone's gonna have to host anyway. That's crazy. Like, imagine there's no Thanksgiving dinner. You know, like how drama gets this bad. They're like, all right, well, what are we doing this year? Nothing. Yeah, no, you're not the. I just think your reasoning's a little bit like. But I feel like, you know, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. But someone's gotta help. It's not that hard. Okay, the next one is called Am I telling my wife that she can stay home this Thanksgiving? Let's see why. My wife is a grade A picky eater. It's bothersome to a certain degree, but on holidays, basically the shit show begins. She'd refuse to eat certain meals, and Mom would take it personally, which results in a series of arguments between them. No, I hate this. I'm gonna agree with her. If someone's a picky eater, you should not take it personally. I hate that. I hate when people make me feel like I'm offending the person who made food. It is not that at all. I've said that to you before. It's not that, it's me. Like, I'm the problem. I'm the problem, it's me. As a compromise this year, my wife offered to bring her own food to Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, I was stunned. I asked if she thought this through, and she looked at me confused. I told her about how weird it would be for her to bring her own food, especially when she wouldn't be sharing it with anybody else. Wait, why would she not be sharing it? I thought she was just offering to bring some food that she could definitely pick at, and other people could too. And told her to think about how mom will react. She got very offended and upset. My wife said that it's not her problem and that she was just trying to make it work by bringing her own meal. I told her again that my mom might not even allow this. She blew up at me asking if I want her to either eat food she doesn't like or go hungry. I suggested she could give mom's food a chance, but she said it wasn't about my mom's cooking. She just doesn't like certain foods. Yeah, that's literally what it is, okay? We had an argument and I ended up telling her that she could stay home this Thanksgiving and have whatever meal she liked. She got quiet, then lashed on me, calling me insensitive and negative to say this to her. I repeatedly asked her to calm down, but she couldn't stop ranting about how I was basically willing to exclude her from a major event. Yeah. True. It's not the cooking. It would be, I don't even think it would be slightly different if it was the cooking. But she's a picky eater, dude. What? She started cold shouldering me about it, while at the same time guilting me, saying I'm treating her poorly after she offered the perfect compromise. Right. Literally. So my wife decided to go spend Thanksgiving with her family. Good. Who, by the way, lives hours away. So this means unnecessary travel expenses. Not unnecessary because she wants to go visit her family. What the heck do you mean? Instead of basically ditching me for a whole week. Y'all happy now? Though I appreciate some insightful comments on the situation. Some others, not so much. Especially with those assumptions claiming that my wife has allergies. She does not. Y'all get that from. But anyway, it's all good now, I guess, though I'm not too thrilled with her decision. I feel like she's doing it to spite me or get me to cave in. Exactly. As she should. Whether she is or isn't doing it on purpose, as she should. As she should. She's a picky eater. Nothing against the cooking. She said that. She said, I'll bring my own food. Now, maybe share with everyone, make it as make a dish that everyone could eat. But if you bring yourself something and it's I'm literally just a picky eater, I get it how it can make it awkward, but it's it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't. Because I've thought that before and people are no, but it's not awkward. If it's nothing against the cooking, it would be different if I would be bringing some extravagant meal. If I'm bringing mac and cheese, then relax, okay, Or it's okay, then maybe make something that I would like. And I know that's okay, well, why should I cater to you? Okay, then I will bring my own food. So yes, you're the sorry. And mad at her for traveling to see her family is crazy. Leave her alone. Let her do her thing. You're the crazy one here. Okay, I'm kind of nervous because we saw something similar to this last time. Am I the calling out step family's dirty laundry at Thanksgiving dinner after they criticized me for being unmarried? I'm still getting from this from my family, so it's possible I may be a bit of the here. I'm a 29-year-old female. The players are my mom, stepdad, and 4 step-siblings. 39-year-old male, 37-year-old male, 40-year-old female, 42-year-old male, and their family. I'm the black sheep, and I'm the only one that's not married with kids. That's by my preference. I love living alone. I don't want kids, and having a partner just isn't that important to me. My family has been asking me when I'm going to get a boyfriend and settle down since I was 19, and the answer has always been, you never. Okay, period. Okay, I'm not shaming that at all. Okay. Living alone kind of can be a slice sometimes. I was going to skip Thanksgiving, but my mom insisted that she wanted everyone home this year if possible, so I went. It was the usual drill, but youngest stepbrother and his wife are having another kid, so that was the big announcement. This was fine until around the end of the dinner, one of the sister-in-laws asks if I'm not anxious to have kids since I'm almost 30 and time is running out. I laughed and said, nah, I'm good. That led one of the stepbrothers saying that every family needs an old maiden aunt and some other comments I didn't appreciate. Whoa. I said, let's move on, but my mom said, we're just worried about you. What the? That's so mean. It'd be different if she's well, I'm trying, or I'm looking, whatever. She's full. I don't want that. Leave me alone. Leave me out of this. I don't want anything to do with that. Leave her alone. This is where I'm possibly that. I know all my family's dirt, so I said, well, I'm the only person at this table that's not an alcoholic, a cheater, or constantly broke AF because I have more kids than I can afford, so I'm not that one to worry about. Man. Fear you ate them up. I fear you didn't call anyone out specifically. You didn't say names, so it leaves it up to the public perception. And that's why I brought Thanksgiving to a dead halt and no one said a thing for the rest of the dinner, but my texts are radioactive still. Are they texting you? I feel like it was probably riding the line, and my mom says that this caused a lot of problems among the siblings, but also they kind of started it. It's one of those things I feel bad for encouraging it because it's but but that's so annoying because you are openly like, I don't want anything. I'm really happy. Like, I'm successful right now. I'm okay. And they're like, well, you're not because you don't have a kid yet. You don't have a boyfriend yet. And you're basically like, well, I am the most successful one here. I am the most stable one here. So why are we looking at me? And they're just projecting. Honestly, that's probably it. They probably are just like, okay, when are you gonna feel the craze that I'm feeling? When are you gonna have like no sleep? And when are you gonna have freedoms that I don't have? When are you gonna lose the freedoms of being childless? Or when are you gonna lose, like, they just are projecting. That's it. You're not I don't think. Is that a hot take? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that since you didn't name names, you didn't point anyone out, you didn't do anything like that, you're fine. You're okay. And I hope that you have a great rest of your life being the single queen that you are. And also, the freaking comment about the old maid and aunt, that's crazy. They deserved that. Never mind. I forgot about that comment. They deserved that. You keep going, queen. I hope your 30s are amazing. 30s is the new 20s. Love you. I feel like you're representing me a little bit right now, even though I'm 22. I just feel like that in a world I am also that. I think right now I want kids. No, I think I want kids. I do want kids. But I think there's a universe where I don't have kids. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. Not in a mean way. Okay, this is would I be the if I opt out of Thanksgiving with my parents because my brother and new wife who left me out of their wedding will be there. Let's see. Let's give some. They also give you a too long don't read version, so thank God for that. But I love a long story, so let's read it all. My brother and I are 8 years apart. I'm older. Since he was about 12, I have lived in another state. We aren't close, but we hang out a few times a year and it's easy and have fun. I recently moved to the same city as he and my parents. I envisioned us getting closer, but it never really happened. He's the king of I will call you tomorrow with 0 follow-up. It hurts my feelings, but I've accepted it and take what I can get. Oh, I fear like that hurt me. I fear I might have felt that a little bit. I fear like, oh man, let it close down. He's got married this past September. I was told there was no wedding party because his wife's family is too big for her to make a choice and she didn't want to leave people out. I was given instructions to get a gray suit and then I'd be given a blue tie for pictures. The day of the wedding, I was hanging out in the men's dressing room and I saw that my brother has a gold tie and that his best friend has a gold tie and that his old bandmate has a gold tie. Odd, but I didn't think too much of it. I would have started crying right then and throwing. I would have been so pissed right then and there. I would have known. I would have felt it. I would have felt that exclusion right there and been pissed. Actually, I don't know if I would have thrown stuff, but I would be really mad. I would have been like, hello, what do you mean? What do you mean? What, like, the ceremony started and I was sitting in the audience. Lo and behold, the music starts and there's a procession. My brother's 2 gold tie friends walk in and line the stage up. My brother's 2 gold tie friends walk in and line up on stage left, and his wife's sister and her husband walk in and line up on stage right. A non-existent wedding party. At this point, I had almost an out-of-body experience. The ceremony was a blur. After the ceremony, we took pictures, which means I took 1 picture with my brother and that was it. I spent the cocktail hour in a stall in the bathroom, embarrassed and hurt. Small party. I made it through dinner okay, and instead of cake, my brother had made a ton of his special cookies for dessert. I'm allergic to the recipe as is, but with a simple tweak, I can have them. He didn't make any for me or even warn me as this was happening so I could bring my own dessert. That's kind of hard because like with a whole batch of cookies like that for a wedding, that's kind of hard, but it's like, you know your direct sibling, you know, with a recipe like that, you know. You can make a batch for the allergen, the people with the allergies, okay? Anyways, I left the second dancing start. And a week later, oh, you left right away, damn, okay. And a week later, sent the newlyweds a letter saying, basically, I thought things would improve once I moved here, but this wedding has shown me that we don't have a relationship outside holidays at mom and dad's house. So let's just keep it real and I will see you there. Being disappointed all the time isn't healthy for either of us. The problem is that Thanksgiving is upon us and not only will they be at my parents' house, but they are bringing a couple of friends with them, so I will be outnumbered and uncomfortable. Why are they bringing friends? That's weird. That's really hard because we know I hate being down the middle. I hate being down the middle. I wish I could really say like, oh, you aren't the you are. That's really what he did about the wedding party. But I think that you should have went about whatever you guys have differently, you know what I mean? I think you should have, I don't know, maybe send them a letter, but I think you should have talked to them. You should talk to them about it. I don't think you should just like immediately cut them off, because I don't think you gave them a chance, and like maybe you know that they would argue with you, so you're like, okay, I don't want to argue. I don't know them that closely, but it's like, you know, give them a chance to maybe explain themselves. They might not feel the disconnect. They may feel like, okay, maybe they think this is what you want, you know? So I don't know. But the wedding party exclusion is really annoying. At least it was a small party. At least there's only 2 people. But that's still really crazy. And the fact that she chose a sibling, he chose friends, that more says something about him rather than her. I don't think, because sometimes the significant other is there, you know what I mean? Or maybe she hates you and he is like complacent, but you said you never were really close. So I don't know. I think, is this my first tie ever? Do I have to give in? Like, who do I have to give it to? If you opt out. So I forgot that you're saying, I forgot to read the main question. So the main question is, would I be a if I opt out for this 1 year, stating it's too fresh of a wound for me, and I'll see y'all at Christmas? I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that you're the I mean, I think you could just be like, I think you should go. I think if you don't go, that'll make you seem like you're a lot more mad than you really are. I don't think it would make you though. I would just say don't ditch family events because of that. Don't let them scare you away from it. Mostly because you haven't even talked. So I'm gonna say you should go. Go, and it sucks that they did that. That's so annoying that they did that. You're so stronger than me. I would have asked them already. I would have been like, what do you mean by that? Why did you, what? Hello? That's all our Thanksgiving. Surprisingly, we didn't have that many. Hopefully it's the same way for you in real life. Hopefully it's the same for me in real life. I think it is. I don't know. I just am an enigma at this point. Maybe it's just because like everyone's always sensitized to their own family drama, that like in their head it's like, oh, that's not a lot. But when they see others, like, oh crap, that's a lot. But whenever they explain theirs, people are like, wait, that's a lot. And it makes sense. But Thanksgiving is next week. It's so late, I feel like, this year. I don't know why. It just feels so late. I actually can't believe that it's next week. That's kind of crazy. Comment down below your favorite Thanksgiving food. Mine's mashed potatoes. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and you follow me all over my other social medias. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I'll see you next week. As always, happy, stay hydrated. Peace out. I love you guys. Bye.